Imagine a relationship where the foundation of trust isn't just cracked, but it's been systematically dismantled by a partner who treats loyalty like a chore they occasionally forget to do. This is the chilling reality of a husband who, after 12 years of history, still believes that willpower is something that only applies to other people. He doesn't view himself as a serial cheater. He views himself as a victim of his own low resistance skills. What do you do when the man you married admits that his faithfulness is entirely dependent on how attractive a woman is and whether or not she chooses to hit on him? This isn't just a story about infidelity, it is a terrifying exploration of the accidental betrayer facade. A man who refuses to take the driver's seat of his own morality, preferring to blame the superpowers of women at the gym or the surprising physique of a coworker once she takes off her uniform. The psychology of this husband is a masterclass in minimization. He believes that because he never initiates, he is somehow morally superior to a man who actively hunts for affairs. But the truth is far more sinister. He has made his wife the designated warden of his behavior by telling her, if an attractive girl comes on to me, it's over. He is effectively telling her that her peace of mind is not worth the effort of his self-control. He treats her requests for basic boundaries, like not spending one-on-one time with women outside of work, as a terribly restrictive burden rather than a natural consequence of his own repeated betrayals. When a man tells you he only has platonic friendships with women he doesn't find attractive, he is confessing that every woman he does find attractive is a potential replacement for you. But trust isn't always destroyed in the bedroom. Sometimes it is poisoned by a total lack of respect masked as humor. Consider the husband who thought it was a brilliant prank to fling $20 at his wife after an intimate moment, treating his life partner like a transactional service provider. He claimed he wanted to add zest and unpredictability back into their marriage, but all he succeeded in doing was proving that he views her value as something that can be balked and discarded. When a partner uses a crude joke to avoid the hard work of genuine emotional connection, they aren't being spontaneous, they're being a bully. Respect is the currency of a healthy marriage, and if you treat your wife like a hooker for a laugh, you shouldn't be surprised when she realizes the joke is actually on her for staying with you. Then there's the careless giver, the husband who sent $100 to an old high school classmate who claimed to be struggling, only to find himself tagged in provocative photos on a spicy platform. He claimed he was just being generous and had no idea about her side business, despite her username being a blatant play on words for adult content. Whether he is truly the most tech-illiterate man on the planet or simply a bold liar, the result is the same. His wife is left to clean up the social and emotional wreckage of his mistake. This mirrors the boyfriend who, in a fit of paranoid rage, blocked his girlfriend's elderly aunt because he mistook her affectionate princess texts for an affair. Both men share the same fatal flaw, a refusal to communicate and a tendency to act on impulse, leaving their partners to live in a state of constant high alert. We live in an era where brutal honesty is often used as a hall pass for poor character. You aren't insecure for demanding that your husband keeps his clothes on when a pretty girl walks by, and you aren't overreacting for refusing to sleep in a bed with a man who thinks flinging cash at you is zesty. A relationship is a shared sanctuary, not a testing ground for how much disrespect one person can endure before they snap. If your partner views the rebuilding of trust as an achievement they should be praised for, they haven't actually changed. They're just waiting for the probation period to end so they can go back to their old habits. Ultimately, the silence that follows these betrayals, the wife who refuses to speak after the money prank or the woman who checks out after the second affair, is the most dangerous sound in a marriage. It's the sound of a heart that has finally hardened into a shield. The men in these stories might cry about harsh measures and lack of trust, but they're the ones who set the house on fire and then complained about the smell of smoke. Sometimes the most angelic thing you can do for your future is to realize that you cannot fix a man who is comfortable being broken. You deserve a partner who doesn't need a set of restrictive rules to remember that you are the only one that matters.